Hey, this is Retro. I'm back. Hey, I just want to share my thoughts about Marvel Alliance on the Switch and Spider-Man on the PS4. Now it's on the PS5 now, but the copies of Spider-Man is still selling at this moment. I'm supposed to be in bed right now because I gotta go to work in the morning. I'm gonna feel late. I should not drink that coffee, but I love coffee, man. So I had, take me, drinking a cup of coffee tonight before I go to bed. I don't know why I took that, so I'm just up. But anywho, I just want to share my thoughts, man. How Marvel Alliance 3 on the Switch sold 1 million copies worldwide. I ain't mean to, pause that long, because I just can't believe it that they sold that less. I don't know what the numbers is right now. They maybe sold more, but this is unbelievable to me that Marvel Alliance on the, Marvel Alliance 3 on the Switch sold 1 million worldwide, and what Spider-Man in November of 2020 sold 20 million copies. Let me repeat that again. Spider-Man on the PlayStation in the month that they gave this number, on the month of November 2020, this is 2022 and Spider-Man still selling, sold 20 million copies. And I wonder why Nintendo, was so behind in their numbers of selling this game. Now my mini-me, he had, he got this game, Marvel Alliance 3 for the Switch. And I'm here to tell you, man, it's the most funnest game I played. I played that game so many times that I had to get myself off that game, with my, when my copy of me turned around and had the game, and he brought it over for me to play it, and I, enjoyed the fun factor of the game, and everything else is very fun. It's very detailed when it comes down to graphics, very nice. But for the game to turn around and made is, even though it's a good thing, it made, it sold 1 million copies around the world. That's a good thing about copies. Not made $1 million, but the copies that they sold, 1 million copies worldwide. And you ain't hear no more from that. I was checking on Wikipedia and stuff, because I got the numbers from Wikipedia. So if you want to go and find that out, you can go on to Wikipedia and type in Marvel Alliance 3. It's only on the Switch, and you'll find out, Nintendo Switch, you'll find out how many copies that Marvel Alliance sold. And I just left in disbelief by them selling that many, less copies like that, versus Spider-Man overshadowed it, big time. Spider-Man sold 20 million copies, and 20 million copies in November 2022, and this 2023. That happened in November 2020, not 22, 2020 of November, when it hit its point of 20 million copies. I just gonna say it again. I ain't mean to say 22. November 20, that Spider-Man sold 20 million copies of Spider-Man on the PlayStation. And this is 2022. And the games on both Miles Morales and the first Spider-Man, and I know the digital is on the PlayStation, on the PS5 PlayStation, is selling as well. But I guess they don't count digital. But for the physical sales, yeah, that sounds believable. And these sales take place not these 20 million copies being sold is around the world. So my thing is, what Nintendo been doing all that time? What Nintendo sell haven't picked up? And this is the reason why I say games like this. And guess who developed Marvel Alliance 3? Because remember, Activision was doing the game, Marvel Alliance. Because I want to see stuff like that on Sony platform. But I'm not here to turn around and port bag. But I hope Somniac will create something like that, like a Marvel Alliance game. Because Nintendo published that game, Marvel Alliance. Remember, Activision had it. And then it went over to Nintendo, and Nintendo came to publish of it. And guess who designed the game? Developed game. Who developed game was Team Ninja. And Team Ninja, I like Team Ninja games. I love Team Ninja. Team Ninja one did Ninja Gaiden. So my thing is this. I hope I see stuff like that on the PlayStation platform. Since Marvel, since PlayStation and Somniac have some of the rights of Marvel games. I'm not talking about them going there port bagging. I'm not talking about port bagging getting Marvel lines from them, but something like it that able to be on Sony's platform. That's my heart, when it comes down to Sony games. Because we see Wolverine, then we see Spider-Man 2, which is going to take off very well. So, I don't know too much, what to say about that. I'm like, man, this thing was sold like hotcakes on the Nintendo Switch. Then just 1 million copies. But they just showed that number on Wikipedia. When I go in there looking for, what they actually sold all together worldwide, I can't even find that number. It's somewhere, it's in there, that number somewhere in, in there on Google, but I can't find it. But far as I found that number on the Wikipedia, that's is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But Spider-Man copy just been booming. Spider-Man franchise. That then if you kind of remember and you kind of look at Spider-Man is in Alliance 3 too. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 too. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. I guess Sony got a bigger audience than Nintendo. It's a great possibility. It sound like to me for Spider-Man sell on copies like that. But I got to get ready to go to bed, man. Gather my thoughts, man. I got to go to work in the morning, So I just had to share that, on this video. If y'all had comments or questions, it's okay to ask. And you want to press the like button, which I barely ask people to do, you can press the like button. And then, or leave your opinion, thought, what you think about this show today. My name is Retro. I'm out of here. I'm out. One.